It's going to be so hard for you to find out that that person you're in love with is HIV positive when you've already fallen in love with them. So it's so important for you to go for an HIV test before you fall so deep for that person. It's so important for you to go for an HIV test before you fall so deep for that person. And HIV aside, don't forget to check if you're both sickle cell carriers. Don't forget to check for hepatitis. It's so important for you to find out all those things. Reality is, the few people who go for tests before when they're in love, they only go for an HIV test. But I've recently been having a situation where this gentleman fell for a lady. They were both carriers, they didn't know, and they gave birth to a sickle cell child. You know, after giving birth to this child, the baby dies. So imagine the pain they went through. Imagine the pain they went through, knowing very well that if they had found out, they could have stopped it somehow. They would maybe they would have found a way of not getting along, of stopping this relationship before it blossoms into children. Go for tests. People, go for tests. Go test for HIV. Go test for hepatitis. Go test for sickle cells. All these things are important when you're planning a future with someone. These tests are so important when you're planning a future with someone. Right now, you may feel as if what I'm speaking doesn't concern you. But I'm speaking from, after hearing stories. I've had stories. And I know the pain these people go through. One party wants to let go because now they know if we give birth to another child, the baby may also, because there is a possibility of getting a child with sickle cells or not. But it's a probability. So one party is scared to even go ahead and continue with the marriage or relationship, and the other party is like, no, but me, I can't let you go. Save yourself the stress and drama. Go for a test. Go test for HIV. Go test for sickle cells. Go test for hepatitis. You lose nothing. Do it earlier on before you fall deeply for someone. Do it earlier on, because when you fall deeply with someone, you will see it as something. You'll be like, but we can't say we're going about it. Then you find out when people are already in so much love and they find out they are both carriers of sickle cell, one can be like, but we can't say we're going about it. After all, there's a possibility of getting a child without sickle cells or with sickle cells, you know? So we should be positive. We shall pray about it, my darling. Don't test God. Don't test God. There is a reason as to why he gave doctors the brains to be doctors. And he gave them the wisdom to teach us what's not good and what's good. There is a reason. Otherwise, we would all be having the same brains, thinking the same things, like no one adds on anything on anyone. So if there are doctors who are there telling us it's really dangerous for two sickle cell carriers to get married and have children, go test for sickle cells. If you go for an HIV test as well. If you find out you're HIV positive and you still want to go ahead with the relationship, then the doctor can tell you how to go about it. But sickle cell carriers, find a way of stopping that relationship. Please. 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 I've now talked to some people. I know the pain they are going through. I know the pain they are going through. For you have not seen, you have not heard from them. So you see this as stories. I'm not here to pass time. I'm being real. I'm telling you. So to you who has been dating and you only tested for HIV, test for sickle cells as well. You lose nothing. And you'll be glad you did. If you find out you're both fine, you're good to go. Thank God. If you find out your careers, see how to, you see, I know it's not going to be easy, but it's better to be safe than sorry. It's better for you to quit now before you give birth to a sickle cell child and then regret later. Otherwise, that is it for now. And if you haven't yet subscribed to Elma's Corner, subscribe. Nabaga mingenda bafi lako tewali budi.